We're next going to have a look at our tarsometatarsal joints, and you can see here on the model adjacent that these lie all the way across that midfoot region. Be mindful and note that the second tarsometatarsal joint sits a little bit more proximal than the first, third, fourth. Okay, so it'll be slightly more proximal. Best way to find this on ultrasound is to place your probe on the front of the foot and start to identify the metatarsal shafts. I'm going to bring my depth up a little bit, and I'm going to put on what's called a convex view to try and get a bit broader here. I'm actually going to focus on the second and the third for this tutorial. This is my second, and you can see the metatarsal shafts there very nicely outlined. As I bring my probe up, you see that they start to come that little bit closer together. And at this point, you'll start to see the change in appearance as they come into the joint. You can see the joint here for the third, that subtle change in appearance. If I come on to the second, you'll see again the same thing happen. It just subtly changes. Now, if we focus on the third at this point, I spin round, making sure that I've got plenty of gel. Again, make sure I'm on the right joint that I want to evaluate. I'm going to stretch my third metatarsal round. You'll see there's a very small little joint visible here. Now, a classic area to get degenerative changes, and you'll see big spikes of osteophytosis around the joint margins, but that is your third tarsometatarsal joint, and that's a classic appearance. It's quite a subtle step at that point. There are no degenerative changes here that are visible, but that's where you will often see them. If I come a little bit more medial, you'll see how the second lies just slightly more proximal. So this is my second here now, very subtle again. If I come back round, I'm on the second, there's my third, and we can come up and we see the joint there, and we can come back down, back onto the shafts of our metatarsals.